enjoy what's happening in this football game.
Yeah, they started catching the ball, and you know, we had a lot of different guys make plays, a lot of different guys catch it, and that's what we're going to need to make up for, you know, the D-Mac and
Felix
Jones who are gone. And here on a third down, we get a nice rush and errant throw, and we end up getting the ball back, which we needed. Casey Dick here steps up in the pocket, again gets Lucas Miller down the middle of the field. Nice first play. Again, nice protection. You see the room he has. Hit Childs on a curl route. He did a nice job, again, running with the ball. That's what he excites me, is his ability to run with the ball. Here's the fourth down play. Casey thought he was going to run, jumped back behind it. Salters kept on his route and went down and made a great catch and lost his helmet a little bit, but good fourth down conversion. And then here on the 1st and 10, really nice read by Casey and delivering the ball out in the flat. And again, you see Childs getting yards after the catch. Here's the touchdown run. We've actually our two-point play going in, quarterback run. Casey did a nice job, and we got the line blocked real well.
Second rushing touchdown of the ball game for Casey Dick. He threw for a couple as well.
He had a nice night, and his ability to run and his ability to be a willing runner and take advantage of it, and even call a few quarterback runs, will certainly make us harder to defend.
A big touchdown there, and you've got that lead with 1:49 to go.
We do, and then you're in prevent defense here, three-man rush. Quarterback moves a little bit. A nice play here by Elton Ford, knocked the ball down and really in the game. And hard fought, but we did get the victory.
You're conversing there with their head coach, Mark Hendrickson. Give them credit. They came to play.
Yeah, you got to take your hat off to how hard they played and the game plan that they had, and doing it without their head coach. And you know, certainly was a hard-fought game, but you do have to give them credit because they did have a good plan and they did execute it well, and we just had to fight hard and got the victory.
Some post-game reaction when we continue on Inside Razorback Football with Bobby Petrino. Some happy Razorbacks after the victory last night, and we got their reaction when the ball game was finished.
You know, we didn't start off as well as we'd like to. Obviously, you know, we've been a team in the past, and you know, in the spring and stuff that start off really explosive. You know, we kind of flipped that around, and we were explosive in the second half. You know, like I told those guys, we got to be able to figure out what it is that makes it explosive and keep it going for a whole game.
You guys had 7 points at halftime, 21 in the second half. What changed in between? What adjustments you guys maybe make at halftime?
You know, we were just able to pick up on some things that they were doing defensively. We were able to just distribute the ball to the receivers and let them go make big plays. You know, we had to keep coming back to them, and they ended up making big plays for us on the counter.
Were you surprised by Western Illinois? I mean, they really came out and tried to stick it to you.
Well, I mean, we'll give them all the credit in the world. They got a good defense. You know, they do some things defensively that not a whole bunch of people see, not a whole bunch of people do. You know, and they'll be a good football team within their conference. Probably win it all.
Was there ever a point where you questioned whether you guys were going to be able to pull this out?
No, I mean, we've always had to stay focused, stay calm, no matter what the situation is. And, you know, we stayed together as a team. And, you know, we'll learn a lot from watching this video. We learned a lot about our team tonight. Just in general, we just kept fighting and made the best of what we could.
Well, defensively, what we watched on tape has been what we saw in the game. So it took us, I mean, the first series we got there, it was a fumble. Really didn't expect it, and it caught us off guard. But overall, throughout the whole night, I think we did a pretty good job on the run. We held them to like 150. We wanted to hold them to less, but we'll take that.
They got that late touchdown at halftime. Seemed like the momentum was on their side. Came out and got another touchdown to start the second half. And from that point on, you guys really shut them down. What was going on the sidelines where you guys seemingly just turned it on after that point?
I can say being a player on the sideline, there was never not one moment where we actually doubted and thought we weren't going to win the game. It was just the fact that things weren't going our way, and they were having a good time running the ball. But we came around in the second half and held the game for us.
I believe middle of the third quarter, I believe you guys forced them to a 3-and-out. You had a big tackle in the backfield, so did Ernest. Was that kind of the turning point for the defense?
Yes, sir. We always want to establish 3-and-out and tackle for losses early and on the first and second down. That really sets it up for us pretty good. And those big plays, like you said right there, just helped us come and get 3-and-outs and get the offense back on the field and get some more points.
Opening up the second half, you know, again, we expected more of a positive response and we didn't get it. But they hung in there. We have an awfully young football team on defense, and they hung in there and they found a way. And when all of a sudden we responded, our offense came back and responded. We knew we were going to have to take that last 8 minutes and come up with 2 drives and stop them. And, you know, we ended up playing out that way. So, you know, win's a win. Shoot, we'll look back on that puppy, we're still 1-0. So that was a good football team we played. They did a nice job.
I think we learned a lot about our team tonight. We could have just folded and just realized that we might get beat. And I mean, we really came together as a team, as an offensive unit, and defense pulled together. And really, the coaches changed it and made the adjustments that we needed to make.
Cases before years talked about his speed.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it either. He kind of broke it out and showed that he might be dual threat. He knows when the protection breaks down and the defense doesn't stay in their pass lanes, that he has the freedom to go where he needs to go. And when we needed him most, he made the plays, and that's what we need out of a senior quarterback.
Each week on Inside Razorback Football with Bobby Petrino, we recognize one of the Burroughs kids in attendance at the football game. This week, our Burroughs kid is Alex LaFarga, a 7th grader at Helen Tyson Middle School in Springdale.
Well, it feels really cool, my first time, and seeing all these people around here.
One of the real leaders on this football team is senior Jonathan Lewigs. You heard him in the post-game locker room a few moments ago, and now we'll learn more about the senior from Little Rock. Jonathan Lewigs was the 2007 Remington Trophy Award winner as the nation's top center and a consensus All-American. Lewigs is looking to become the first 2-time winner of the Remington Trophy in the award's history. He became the first Razorback center to win a national individual award last year. Jonathan is the heart and soul of the Razorbacks' offensive line. He has started all 37 games of his career.
Yeah, well, Jonathan is the core of the offensive line. You know, without him, we'd be good, but we wouldn't be as good because he knows, he's so smart with football that he knows everything of what you got to do, and he can help you because not every team's able to have a center that can just absolutely call everything that you need to call. So, I mean, it's awesome to have somebody like there in the core.
Jonathan's a guy with great character. He has a great sense of himself, a great pride in his spiritual belief, and really a passion to be a good football player. And that spills out into the rest of that group in the offensive line. His leadership role as he's matured as a senior and learned our offense really has been the guy in that room that has kind of directed everyone, gotten them on the right page, dictated the blocking scheme, and he's just done a great job in that role.
He was the centerpiece of an offensive line that helped Arkansas lead the Southeastern Conference and ranked 4th in the nation in rushing last year. Arkansas generated a school record of 5,850 yards of total offense and scored a school record 485 points. A 2008 preseason All-American, Lewigs is the big reason the offensive line is once again expected to be one of the team's strengths.
He's done a really good job. Not only does he handle his responsibilities, he tells the whole offensive line what to do, and he doesn't necessarily have to do that. You know, he has to tell him and whoever he's working with